Happy Wednesday. Look at this. I just came outside and I saw this huge little branch of fall flowers. Isn't that cute? Someone stuck it like in here and I'm like, oh yeah. They're just fake ones. They're plastic. But I'm like, oh, that's cute. Oh my goodness. So, yep, I'm back at work. I've been here at work already for like an hour. I've been up for hours and hours and hours. I already went to Aegis. Got my med pickup for the next couple days. Well, next couple weeks actually. And then I came back here to get started on my work. And then I realized we don't have no bleach here. And I'm like, dang it. I use bleach to, sanitize everything. Our towels, most surfaces. I left it outside by my driveway. I'm like, dang it. Boy's loud, ain't he? Mr. Tow Truck. I like seeing all those lights. So I'm like, what are gas prices right now? $5.19. Dang. And I literally yesterday paid $4.99 down the street. There's a speedway down here in Grass Valley Highway. It's like Grass Valley and I want to say Athens. Is that what the road? That might be wrong. It's where, Chapaday is. So it's something with an A. And this early in the morning, I cannot remember what it's called. And no, I was really, really hoping I had some bleach in here, but I don't. I have oil. I need to get my car taken in for an oil change so bad. I keep buying these oils and topping it up. I was supposed to have an oil change done on it like a couple months ago. I asked my brother, I asked my dad, they were going to do it. But life happens and they didn't. And now I am like seriously overdue. Because the little sticker in here says it's been a year since I did it. But I know. Oh my God, it's been almost, yeah. Because I was like, I had my car in the shop November. And I'm like, holy crap, Crystal Lee, it is October 25th already. So yeah, oh my God. And it's amazing my car is still running. I am like horrible. Well, I've spent thousands of dollars on maintenance on this stupid car. I took it in because I had the 3-year freaking 60,000 mile warranty or whatever on it. It's a Ford. And so I just dropped my keys trying to stick them in a pocket that wasn't a pocket. So I took it in to the dealership because it was under warranty, right? And I was like, oh, I want to have the big service done on it, where they change your fluids, check your belts, this like the 70,000 mile warranty thing, because it was due for it just about. I was like a few hundred miles short of 70,000 miles, and I'm like, I'm here, I want to do it. It's covered by the warranty. Stupid freaking Ford dealership right here on Grass Valley Highway. They were like, oh, it's not due quite yet, we'll just come back and do it next time. So they did just like the basic oil change kind of a thing, because I had like my check engine light was on or something. It just wasn't running as good as it used to, and like it is now, I'm getting really, really bad gas mileage. Like I put in the gas where it was only $4.99 a gallon up there on the I think it's an AM PM up on Forest Hill Road. Right as you come off the freeway, there's, I believe it's an AM PM. Their gas, if you pay cash price, was $4.99. I ain't passing that up. But I only put 20 in because I was like, I don't know, how much gas I'm gonna need. I had like a quarter of a tank already. So I put the 20 in and it gave me 100 miles. And I'm like, wow, that's it? I mean, $20 for $4.99 a gallon. That was like 5 gallons or something. And it only gave me 20 miles. That is really bad gas mileage. Because before I was getting like 46 miles to the gallon. Okay, it wasn't quite that high. I was like, wait, no, I don't think it was that high. Seemed like it sometimes on the freeway, but it would be, like 30 miles to the gallon, at least 25. And it's it's just not being so fast. So I really need to take my car in. But the thing is, I know this was like a freaking long ass story for me to tell you why I haven't done that already. So when I took it into the dealership for that freaking warranty covered service, it ended up costing me $400 freaking dollars for an oil change, basically. You know, they just checked the spark plugs. They didn't replace them. Doing all the, you know, just checking this stuff. Just checking it, not replacing any broken parts. Cost me $400 freaking dollars. It was like $378, you know, plus tax. And I was like, this is supposed to be under warranty, isn't it? And then the guy was like, oh, yeah, your warranty just expired. And I was like, you're freaking kidding me, right? Because when I set up this appointment for this service, it was covered. And then, like, you know, the pandemic happened and a bunch of crap. They were closed. And I'm like, you guys rescheduled me because you closed your office. And because you did that, now it's not covered by the warranty. And I have to pay almost $400 out of pocket for basically an oil change. Yeah. So it's been almost a year since I went back to that dealership, because I'm like, you guys are costing me a fortune. And my cousin told me, my little baby cousin said that, and I knew they did it, but we, like, our local Walmart doesn't, so I'd have to drive like 5 towns over, about a half hour basically, to take my car to Walmart for an oil change, which I haven't done in years. Or there's like Speedy, which is where my dad always takes his, and I used to take mine. But it's just like, it's another one of those things where I think it's like, will be $60 or whatever. So I'm just like, now kind of, I have like $20 in my freaking bank account again. I just got paid. But the telephone bill came out, the car payment came out, I had a couple other miscellaneous credit card payments and everything. Completely wiped out my check, and I'm like, fuck. It's getting worse and worse and worse. And I need money. Oh, did you know that? I didn't realize I dropped my phone and flipped it upside down. I need money so bad. Oh, Lord. Well, anyways, one of my other little baby cousins, well, she's like a year younger than me, maybe 2 years younger than me. She just messaged me on Messenger the other day and told me that Target is hiring for shift leads, and their starting pay is more than I'm making here right now. And I'm like, huh. I know we have always said, like, don't work at Target. It's really, really difficult. People are crazy. My older brother used to work there years ago. But at this same Target that I'm probably going to apply for. And he was always, it's a lot of work, it's little pay, they're rude or whatever. But I need money. So I think when I get off work today or I'm on my break, I'm going to apply for it. Because I never heard back from all 3 of the Starbucks I applied for. Or the Frost never called me back either. So it's really hard because my oldest daughter is expecting her first baby. And it's due in like 3 weeks roughly. Hold on a second, I'm going to go this way. So I'm kind of like, oh my God, I need to be there in case she goes into labor or to take, for the baby and stuff like that. So I kind of hate, having to get another job. But if I don't get another job, I am one big bill, 1 car accident, 1 just unexpected emergency away from being out on the streets again. Because I have no savings, I get no child support, no cash aid, nothing. I get no financial whatsoever except for that which I earn. And I have 2 kids, plus my daughter's having another baby. Having a baby. So that will bring my tiny little household up to 5 people in it. At least my daughter's boyfriend, he is working. Again, he started a new job like a month ago. So he's been helping out. Or paying me back, I should say. Because, like, I take care of all his bills. Well, except for, like, a personal loan type of thing he has. But, like, his phone bill and all that kind of stuff is, I pay for it. It's on my plan. So when he got his job, he started paying me, reimbursing me for that, which kind of helped a lot. Like, right now, the money that he gave me to cover his part of the bills is the only money I have right now. And the only money I will have for the next 2 weeks. And then rent's due. And my whole, like, 3/4 of my check goes to rent. So this is not a good time for me to be broke. It's the holiday season. Halloween's next week, then we got Thanksgiving, then we have Christmas, then New Year's, and my birthday, and then, oh my God, my dad's birthday, and everybody's birthdays are at the first few months of the year, you know? And I'm like, So, prayers, people. I'm about ready to set up a GoFundMe or a donation thing. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing, but yeah, I need money. I bought a lotto ticket yesterday because I was like, come on, Lord, I need money. He listens to me about all the small stuff, okay? Like, I needed new work shoes, right? The ones I got, I don't think you can tell, but they're really cool. They're like Brahmas. I got them at Walmart. They were like $60 steel-toed work. They're like tennis shoes though, like tennis style, you know, that kind of look. I got them, I found them, like someone returned them, didn't like them or whatever, still brand new, never been used, had the tags on them, $3. That's what I paid for these like 6 months ago. I was like, thank you, Jesus, because, you know, I don't have money for the stuff I need. I just can't afford it, even though I desperately, desperately need it. So, me and my oldest daughter went back to Walmart yesterday. She needed storage tubs. Baby's coming, so we gotta, you know, make room. And she saw that they had them on sale for like $6. So we were like, okay, yeah, we went back and grabbed 6 of them. And then I was like, just let me go look at the shoes, because a couple weeks ago when I was here, they had like all their summer stuff, like half their inventory was marked down. Well, unfortunately, I waited too long to miss like all the big clearance stuff. So all the really good stuff was gone already. However, I went through the, you know, the work boot section, which is usually in the men's. It's usually all just men's. And I have the little Walmart app on my phone that lets you scan the barcodes and they'll give you the price. Super convenient, because now I don't have to go struggling around looking for, you know, how much stuff is, because they don't always price things correctly. So I found, I was looking and I kept finding like just men's boots. And I was looking at them and they were like, you know, $49, $55. I saw like a couple that were on clearance for $29, so I got my hopes up. I'm like, okay, they do have some on clearance. Towards the very end of the selection, like on the very bottom rack with a whole bunch of other boxes shoved on top of it, I saw another pair of Brahms that were like black and pink, and I'm like, ooh, those look cool. And I pull out the box, it says size 9 women's, and I'm like, yeah, you know. And then I scan the barcode and I'm like, they're probably gonna be $35 or something, you know, marked down. $3, bitches. $3. For the second time this year, I was able to get $69 work shoes for $3. God is so good to me, I swear. I don't know why why my prayers get answered. Why those prayers get answered, but not when I'm like, Lord, I need $3,000. Probably because God's like, no, you don't need $3,000. You do, however, need some new work shoes because, you know, winter's coming. The previous ones I got, I'm a little rough, so I've got a couple holes in them already. Just small little, like, slices around the tops. But it's to where, like, if I step in a puddle or something, my socks get wet. And since I'm always in water, I'm like, yeah, I need new shoes. So that was a blessing. That was a big blessing. Now if I can just find a full mattress. I need a, because my daughter's, her bed broke the other night, my pregnant daughter. She rolled over, and she had like a inflatable, like this big, huge bed that had a headboard and everything, but it was, you know, a filled up with air kind of a thing. Airsoft bed or whatever, I'm not sure what they called it. She rolled over somehow, stuck her elbow in it, and it deflated the thing. And being enormously pregnant and short of patience, she just tossed it, and I was like, we have a patch kit that was like $100 bed, and you just got rid of it. And she was like, yeah, I don't want to deal with it. So she is sleeping on her sister's spare little twin trundle, and I'm like, we got to get you a bigger bed. So I need a bigger bed. We have a baby boy coming in 3 weeks. She's supposed to get a car seat from the doctor's office. We're looking at bassinets and stuff. Well, it was a little expensive on those. They were all like $100 and something, 170, you know, 220. We could just, I don't know why I'm sitting here scrubbing this. I'm like, I think I'm just gonna toss it. Anyways, I need a new book bag for myself for work. I've been using like a child's backpack because my child took the nice bag I had. I had a really nice, it was like a felt cloth gray messenger bag with tons of pockets, like a tactical bag it looked like. It was sweet. I loved it. But I forgot it over at my mom's house. And before I could go back and get it, my child saw it and was like, oh, I'm taking that because I need a new bag. She didn't. She just wanted something different. But then she had, her old school bag was like black leather with little smiley faces embossed in it, where it's just solid black, but there's a texture and they're happy faces. So I'm like, maybe I'll just take that bag then. Since she took mine, I'll just take her old school bag and just use it. Because it's, I mean, it's in good condition still. It was just too small, I think, for all the stuff that she wanted to put in it. So she wanted, a bigger bag. And I was like, yeah, sure, you can have it. And I need to get the materials to finish remodeling the spare bedroom for my daughter and said baby. It's gonna be a couple $100. And I've started this project like freaking in the summer, but we ran out of money. I was supposed to get I got approved for it, but it has never actually came in for child support. Because my husband, my ex-husband, he's on disability. He gets SSI. And we have 2 children together, right? So I'm like, shouldn't you be paying child support? Because you're getting money. And so I contacted, SSI. And they said that why I couldn't collect it from my oldest daughter, because she was over the 18. And I'm like, that is such BS, because we've applied for it like during the pandemic, but because it was a pandemic, they had their offices closed. No one ever called me back, so they closed the case. And then said that, now she's too old for it. And I'm like, my ex-husband has to be the most luckiest man in all of America, because who else can have 2 children and for 9 years have nothing to do with them, pay no support, see them maybe once every other year on Christmas. Don't worry about their birthdays. Don't worry about any other holidays. Forget the fact that they need special things, you know, special education tools. They need clothes and shoes and rides to schools and work and all that good stuff. There are trips and nope, it all comes down onto me. Hence why this mama's got to find yet another job. Because this one just does not pay enough. It would be nice just to work for myself again. I kind of wish that, you know, if I had a truck, I would go back and start doing the REO trash out cleanups for repossessed homes and property managers. There's good money in that. Very good money in that. You know, doing little cleanups for people when they get evicted or they get foreclosed on and the bank's like, I need to sell this house, but it's a mess. Yeah, we used to do stuff like that, and I really, really enjoyed it. But I have a little tiny car right now, and I can't even fit the groceries I buy in it half the time, let alone all the stuff I would need for that. But, you know, I like my neighbor, one of my elderly neighbors. He's a lonely, lonely old man. He went to go see his family, one of his brothers, for a couple days, just, you know, his annual trip to remind him that he's still here. So he asked me if I wouldn't mind, you know, feeding his cat every day while he was gone. He has an indoor cat and then an outdoor wild cat that he takes care of, a cat that his neighbor abandoned. So I was like, yeah, sure. Well, when I go into his home, I realize poor guy, you know, is just overwhelmed with stuff. There was recycling cardboard that filled up his kitchen along with canned goods, and he started saving his recycling for me, because before he would throw away all his aluminum cans, and I was like, oh no, we recycle, you know, just give them to me, don't throw them away. So this sweetheart of a man had his sink filled with aluminum cans because he was rinsing them out to give them to me, and I'm like, dude, that's too much work. You just throw them in a bag, I'll do the rest of it. So, you know, we went through his house, cleaned the kitchen, cleaned the bathroom. Oh my God, I've never seen a bathroom that was just so bad. Poor man. He has a bad back, and he suffers with depression and stuff like that, so he's just like gave up about it, you know. And the last time he went on vacation last year, we cleaned up a little bit, tried to straighten and dust, so that's what we were doing this time. So, so far we've got the kitchen tackled, mostly. It would be nice to clear out what little cabinets he has and then put stuff in there, because I had a stack about, 5 or 6 brown paper sacks that just have canned goods in them, because he has no cabinets. He has like a little tiny pantry cabinet that's literally like this big and stands about this high, that he puts, you know, some box stuff in, and then like in the sink he has another little cabinet that's like this big. It's so tiny. We live in a tiny home, so he just has no storage space. He has like a lofted bed, and underneath it is all his books, because he's a big, huge book reader. He likes to read and play video games. I'm like, yeah, cool. So he's always, that's how we made friends, is he would bring me books and be like, here, would you like to read it? It's a really good book. You know, just reaching out for somebody, and I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll try it. And a lot of the books I really enjoyed reading. There was like 1 or 2 fantasy series that I was just like, oh my God, this is really hard to get into. But for the most part, the man has good taste, and he always finds really good books to read. And while we like kind of have very little in common, really, he's an old man in his late 70s, Trump supporter, war veteran, college educated hippie. That's how he describes himself. But you know what? We don't have to agree on everything to get along. As a matter of fact, we have some really good conversations and debates about stuff just because we don't see eye to eye on everything. Especially when it comes to Mr. B. But then, I do have to agree with him in a lot of stuff that he says the media is pretty much just, they report all the bad stuff and very little of the good stuff. And I'm like, well, I agree with you that the media is spinning things the way they want to spin them. But I also think, I worry what will happen if Trump becomes president in 24. I think that war will probably definitely break out here on American soil, because it's just the great divide. It's so many people are so in disagreement over the smallest and some of the stupidest stuff that is just so frustrating. And I'm like, am I the only person who can see this? I'm not. Matter of fact, my neighbor also, we have a lot of talks about, how we see this is happening and we think it's going to lead to this and whatnot. And yeah. So you don't have to hold the same political values. You don't have to support the same people in order to be friends. You don't. Alright, I'm going to turn this on. I've been talking for nearly a half hour, so I'm going to say bye, y'all. I'll see you on the flip side. Have a happy Wednesday. Have a happy week. Have a happy Halloween if I don't see you next week. And adios.